Welcome to the 2025 Hart Golf Media Day. I am Hart correspondent Phil Fortaleza. Joining us now from Culver-Stockton College are head coach Greg Spohr and his student athlete Jacob Thomas. How we doing today?
Pretty
Good.
good. Yeah, good.
All right. All right, coach, first question for you. What's been the focus in the final weeks leading up to the Hart Championship?
So we played a few events earlier this year. Throughout those events, we noticed some as people miss greens. We had some short game issues. So the last couple of weeks, we really hit that pretty hard, trying to get up and down, which to really improve our scores. In the last tournament, I think we did that much better. So much so that we probably suffered a little bit on the ball striking side of things. So between now and the conference tournament, we're going to focus on some ball striking.
Trying to find that happy balance between both of them, ball striking and short game as well.
Very true.
Very true. All right, Coach. Can you introduce us to Jacob and tell us a little bit about him?
Sure. Jacob is a senior. He's majoring in criminal justice and um, be a police officer soon after some internship and such. But looking forward to that. He's been a great leader on our team this year, and I think back 3 years ago, and he's changed quite a bit, and both as a person and on the golf course. So in a positive way. So. He's an attribute to our team, and he's a lone senior this year. So he's been kind of thrust into that leadership role.
There you go. All right, Jacob. First question for you. Where are you from, and how did you get into the game of golf?
So I'm originally from Atlanta, Illinois, which is this like small rural town in Logan County. It's right outside Bloomington Normal. How I got into golf was I just played with my dad growing up. We lived next to a golf course, and uh, we just would go over and play. And then like once I got to high school, I told the soccer coach, I'm like, I'm not going to play soccer. I'm going to play golf. And then just fell in love with the game. And my high school coach definitely like brought that like love for the game even more, and so I just kept with it all throughout high school.
Okay. All right, so Coach mentioned it a little bit. You're like post Culver-Stockton, you're going to go become a police officer. Um, are you looking to do that locally or back in? Do you have any place that you're looking at specifically that you want to do that in?
So I have looked locally, like around like the Hannibal area, Hannibal, Missouri area, and then also like down by St. Louis. I'm just kind of like trying to figure out my options and seeing like what's the best fit. I'd have like aspirations to go work like federal law enforcement one day. So whatever I can get my foot in and learn a lot and just become like the best cop ever, type vibe.
Okay. Right. So you you decided to do golf instead of soccer. So obviously you have a clear passion for it. A little bit of a fun question for you, Jacob. If you could play around with any professional golfer, current or past, who would it be?
Oh, that's a hard one. Uh, I think if I could play around with a current golfer, I'm gonna give you two answers if that's all right. If a
Yeah,
current
that's fine.
one, I'm gonna have to say Justin Thomas. I know it's just because we share the same last name. I think he's always been like one of my favorite players on tour. And then past players, like I guess like an older player would probably be Jack Nicklaus for sure.
Very good. Okay. All right, Coach. Next question for you. What was it about the game of golf that brought you to coaching?
So I started playing golf when I was 10 and played competitively. As you get older, things you kind of see things differently, I guess, mature in the game. And it was a kind of a desire to really to kind of pass that passion for golf on because I think there's a lot of parallels between golf and life, and kind of working through things and trying to help younger people navigate that has been really rewarding for me.
And that definitely. And Coach, one follow-up question to that. How did you get into the game of golf?
My parents did not play. My uncle played, and I can remember going. He was a stickler for practice, and before he let me on the golf course, I had to hit wiffle balls in the backyard, and I was just so anxious to get on the golf course. I think by the time I got on the golf course, I was just so ready to play, and it's a great. It was something didn't need a team of five or more to play, and you could go out, by yourself. I made a lot of good friendships that way. So some of the people in my school also played, and developed a lot more friendships that way. And so that's really how I got into it.
Right. Okay, Jacob, next question for you. Hart Conference Championship coming up next week. Do you have any goals? Any specific goals that you want to let us know about heading into next week?
I mean, me personally, I want to like leave it all out there. Like it's my last golf, like collegiate golf tournament ever. So me personally, I would like to like play as best as I can. For the team, even though we are like young, I hope that we can like all like five of us can put a couple good rounds together and maybe move up a couple spots than what we expect. Just like um, not set any high expectations, but like definitely try our best to leave it all out there on the course.
And coach, how about you? Do you have any team specific goals heading into next week's Hart Conference Championship?
Well, I think Jacob hit it on the head. We do have a fairly young team, so we kind of measure success not necessarily uh, how we finish on the among other teams, but really how we finish our own play against ourselves type thing. So we always want to see improvement. In fact, actually, our last tournament was one of the few that I can remember where we didn't improve the second day after the first. So we definitely want to work on that, but trying to get individually better. And I think Jacob is a senior, Brady is a junior. They've been through this a few times, and they've definitely played well this year. And I think that they'll individually can play can compete for within the conference. Our younger players are just kind of navigating that and haven't have shown improvement. Inconsistent though. So we're trying to wrap that up this week and try to get some consistent play for across the board.
Okay. All right. The Wildcats will head over to Lionsgate next week and compete with the rest of the field in the Hart Conference Championships. All right. All right. That'll wrap things up today. Thanks to Coach Spoor and Jacob from Culver-Stockton. Best of luck at Lionsgate. We'll hope to see you soon.
Thank
Appreciate
you
you.
very much.